After the universes of parkour and PvP civilization collide, both worlds now face an enemy that threatens to destroy everything. An enemy known as the Mace. And if this powerful player isn't stopped, he could accomplish his mission of wiping out both of our civilizations. Which is why no matter what, this is a fight we can't lose. But did we lose already? The whole point of my existence in PvP civilization is to give my life to others. That's it. That's all I have to do. No one expects anything of me other than just to die. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that being my only purpose because it gives me the chance to save my family. But what's the point of my existence if I can't even do that? I just watched my entire family get wiped out in a matter of seconds. Everything in my life is just gone. And now I guess it's my time to go too. I was looking at the person holding the mace and they were saying something, but I couldn't make out any voices. It was like life was moving in slow motion. The parkour god was still standing next to me, but no one was moving. Maybe he was just as frozen as I was. But at that moment, the mace threw something on the ground and teleported in midair. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know how that was possible. But at that moment, nothing really mattered to me anymore. Somewhere beside me, I heard blocks placing and the parkour god saying something. Brewing stands? Why are there brewing stands? Does he want me to parkour? I don't get it. Don't think, just jump. Jump now. He wants me to jump? I don't know why I even jumped. It didn't feel like there was any point to fighting back anymore. But regardless, I still jumped and got hit by his brewing stand attack. For what? I don't really know. The parkour jump gave me some effect. I had resistance 3? Why did I need resistance? But that's when I looked up, and within a few seconds, almost all of my hearts were gone. And I was standing in a completely new environment in front of the mace. Even with the resistance, the attack did 6.5 hearts of damage.
Now you understand my true strength. Just as the weak lived under your rule, you will now live under mine. These universes are in desperate need of change, and I will give that to them.
And with that, the mace threw an item on the ground and disappeared once again. Whatever that item was, I wasn't sure how it worked, but I was pretty certain about the outcome. If he teleports back to this dimension and hits me with the mace again, I'll just respawn. But what's even the point if everyone I ever cared about is gone? Who would I be respawning to save? I stood there on the parkour platform waiting for my imminent death, but the mace never came back, and I don't know why.
You left me with no choice. I saw what you did to me in this civilization. In hindsight, I might have just saved all of PvP civilization by selling you out.
Hitting Evbo with a resistance jump should have been enough to keep him alive, but now the question is, how do I deal with the mace myself? I can't get too close to him because of PvP, and I need to put him in a parkour combo that he won't be able to do. Alright Mace, if you're so good to become the parkour champion, let's see how you can handle this. Here's the combo we're working with. A 3-block vertical jump into a 360 copper rod jump to strike him with lightning, into a campfire jump to light him on fire. But just as I was about to complete the parkour combo, I stopped before the final jump. The mace just ran away. I took down my parkour attack and was very confused. Why would a villain who was able to wipe out every single person with one attack just run away from a fight? Why not just get rid of me while he had the chance? Unless he thinks he's gonna lose. What are you talking about? I've saved your life countless times.
Have you seen the statues here? The statues you made of yourself? I was the only one who questioned unconditionally giving you power. And I was right to do so.
Why would you say that? How could you convince yourself that I'm sacrificing myself to conquer a civilization? Everything I've done has been to help you and your people survive. Why would I be doing that if I didn't care?
Do you know that you killed me? In this universe, you were the one who took my life. So I don't care who you claim to be, because I know what kind of person you are deep down.
You say all that, and yet you stand there with your family being alive. And what you did cost the lives of all of mine. And I don't know how I'm gonna forgive you for that, but I'm gonna try. Because it's what my friends would have wanted. So I don't really care anymore. I'm gonna keep sacrificing myself, and you can take my durability if you want to live longer. And if you don't want it, fine by me. But now I'm gonna go figure out how to save both of our universes.
You're just going to ignore the part where I told you killed me in this universe?
If that really is true, well, that wasn't even me. So if you have a problem, why don't you go take it up with him? Just gonna warn you though, he is a god, so he's probably not gonna just roll over and die like I do. But what do I care? Go pick a fight with him. Be my guest.
Open up. It's time for your mandatory parkour. Or, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go.
No. You're gonna come back here. Hey, so you remember my friend with the diamond sword, right?
Yes, I very clearly remember him.
Good. Okay, well, if you don't do this, you're probably gonna see him again. So I basically need you to take me out with a parkour attack.
I'm sorry, you want to die by parkour?
After the mace sent me here, dying and respawning is the only way I can think to get back to PvP civilization. The problem is jumping in the void still keeps me here, so I have to die by something else. Hey, think you can hit me with something more than a 1-block jump? This is like taking forever.
I'm sorry, this is the only attack I know.
After being attacked by the 20th 1-block jump, I finally died and woke back up in PvP Civilization. What my plan was now, I don't even know. Maybe the parkour god Evbo is still alive, but if he's not, what do I even do? Before I left my room, I thought about video journaling, but something in my mind couldn't bring me to do it. I've experienced loss before, but not like this. It just didn't feel right doing a video journal machine without everyone in my life. And now I have to go try to save the world if that's even possible. And they're not here to help me do that either. As I left my room, I thought to myself, maybe I should have made a video journal. Because if I encounter the mace again, well, that might have been my last chance to make one. I got back down to the diamond sword level, and to my surprise, I saw the parkour god still standing there. Evbo? What happened? How are you still alive? Where did the mace go? Well, I'd like to say I beat him with a parkour combo, but the truth is he just ran away from my combo altogether. I mean, it was a lightning jump plus a campfire jump. I'm sorry. I lost everyone I ever cared about, but you lost your people too. I don't know what I should have done, but this just seems like my fault. I should have prepared you for what it's like in this universe. I just didn't expect this to happen. Hey, you don't have anything to apologize for. Look, some of my villains have gotten me down to rock bottom too. Trust me, it's not your job to save me. No, you don't get it. That is my job. That is the only reason why I live. The only thing I'm good for in this world is giving more people life. And I couldn't even do that. My friends needed me, and I failed them. Look, I know better than anyone what it's like to feel like you have no hope left. So many times throughout my life, I found myself at the bottom. Literally. But I always figured out a way to get back up. You just gotta believe in yourself. I don't get it. How can you stand there and be so optimistic when you lost people too? The mace took your family. Why aren't you more sad? Well, for one, the parkour champion's always calling me out for my inflated ego, which is not true, so I'm kinda glad he's gone. But anyways, I guess the second reason is more important. I don't think they're actually gone. I think my friends, I think your friends, I think everyone is still alive. And we can save them. Wait. What are you talking about? How do you know they're still alive? Remember how I said the mace just ran away? After my parkour combo, the mace just got up and left. The mace took out every single one of us with one attack, except left the two most powerful people alive? I don't know, doesn't seem right. Yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that we saw our friends die right in front of our eyes. And this wasn't just teleportation, this was different. We saw them collapse. I know a death when I see one. Okay, answer me this then. You told me when I got here that the way PvP Civilization works, when you die, someone drops a weapon and you get their durability to stay alive for longer. So, your friends, the ones with the diamond swords, when they died, where did their diamond swords go? I don't know. I guess I never noticed that. But still, how does that prove that they're still alive? The mace running away from your parkour attack doesn't prove anything. Sure it does. Allow me to explain. The mace is obviously looking to be the most powerful player of both civilizations. So what does he do? Well, he starts at parkour civilization and becomes the champion. And with the power of the command blocks, he gives himself an item that allows him to teleport and fly up into the air at will. But even though he has that new item to accompany his powerful weapon, he still runs away from us. Because even though he's far more powerful than us, there's something that's scaring him. There's still something that threatens his existence, which I'm guessing has something to do with your netherite weapons. Wait, you're right. He's going after all the eternal weapons to give himself a wish. And if everyone he defeats doesn't drop a weapon, our villain is running out of durability. Oh my god, okay, I get it now. The mace wants to make himself immortal because he can't get more PvP attacks. Okay, I have an idea on how we can stop him. Follow me. No, you gotta be kidding me. Siwat, please, I know you're working with the mace, but don't give him the eternal bow. He's after immortality, and if he gets it, we won't be able to stop him.
So you're allowed to be immortal, but you draw the line when it comes to others. Regardless, you're too late. I already willingly gave him the bow. You won't be able to stop him. And I, for one, will enjoy seeing you try.
I know you and I have our differences, but we can still make this right. You can still help us.
After everything I've seen, you won't be able to convince me you're not the one who needs to be stopped.
Well, this isn't a guarantee, but maybe I can help convince him. Whoa, no way. Your universe has a Siwat. Now that is a face I have not seen in a long time.
You have some nerve showing up here, thinking you'll be the one to change my mind?
Right, I totally forgot about that. Siwat knows what you did to the other version of him in Parkour Civilization? Wait, I'm confused. I didn't do anything to Siwat. What did the mace tell you?
He didn't just tell me. He showed me. I saw you threaten me with brewing stance or whatever. You were the one who ended my life there.
Look, I'm not gonna pretend that Siwat and I's relationship wasn't complicated, but that wasn't what killed him. Nor was I the one to do it. Here, let me show you. Parkour has many uses in our world. One of them being able to show someone your old memories with a bed jump, so that hopefully they'll change their mind and help us save the world.
So we were friends in Parkour Civilization?
well, I wouldn't have called us best friends, but look, all I can say is just give this Evbo a shot, and who knows, you might end up enjoying working with him.
Fine. I'll help you guys stop the mace.
Alright, we are back with a video journal update. Look, I know it's been a while, and if you're wondering how I'm on a video journal, well, you should have been paying attention to the Chapter 2 lore because you would have known how a video journal machine got into the Bow civilization. Alright, anyways, vibes are completely up right now because my family is still alive. In fact, everyone who supposedly died by the mace is still alive. The reason why the mace can't get any durability is because every player he takes out gets sent to a void between parkour and PvP civilization, somewhere the mace can't get to. And the only way to free them is to destroy the mace altogether. The mace was the answer from the very beginning. It's why both of our civilizations were overlapping. So, if the mace is the bridge between both of our worlds, we have to destroy it. So, how do we do that? Well, I'm gonna tell you. However, the team is upset with me for stopping immediately to journal, so I'm gonna transition to my other video journal machine. Hey, is this really necessary? I kinda like the floor in my room. Look, in parkour civilization, every house has a parkour jump. You should just be lucky that it's not a jump into the void. Yeah, alright, I guess it's fine. Alright, like I said, we're back with another video journal. Well, it's kind of the same video journal, but different setting. And this is the place where we're going to be saving the world. And it's going to revolve around a parkour jump in my house, apparently. So the plan? Well, the plan is to fight the mace, except we're not going to be doing so much fighting as we are dying. And by we, I just mean me, but what's new? One of the main components of this plan not just involves the parkour god, but Siwat. For the first time, I'm letting an outsider in the same room as my respawn armor stand. Not ideal, but it's what we need to do to save the world. So without further ado, let's get to that part of saving the world, and I'll explain as I go. The first part of this plan involves Evbo hitting me with the brewing stand jump to give me resistance. It's how I was able to survive the mace attack earlier. Now the next part is Siwat's responsibility. Why Siwat's even needed here, I don't exactly know. Something about parkour rules and turns, I don't know. But he's gonna hit me with an experimental type of parkour. The idea is that getting hit with a chorus fruit jump can send me anywhere in the world. And if he has the intentions to send me to the mace, well, that's exactly where I'll go. If all goes well, I get teleported right to the mace's location and I can PvP. Now taking out the mace with PvP alone would make my job much easier, but it's unrealistic because the mace can just fly up and disappear anytime he wants with the item he has. The real goal is for the mace to take the bait. After I get hit with the mace, I'll survive, but I'll be teleported back to parkour civilization. Now the mace doesn't exactly have time to waste. He's gonna teleport straight back to PvP civilization to look for the eternal weapons. After all, he's running out of durability and he just used one more PvP attack to take out me, which is exactly what I wanted him to do. Now, once he leaves, I drop my sword, die, respawn back in PvP civilization, and do the whole thing over again. And hopefully we're gonna do this until we use up every single attack from the mace. And once the mace breaks, well, the bridge between parkour and PvP civilization will be broken. The real question is, how much durability does the mace even have?
You are fighting a battle you will never win.
Alright, you win. I give up, I guess. Now, something we already accounted for, the mace is gonna figure out what we're up to. After dying hundreds of times in a row, it's gonna be obvious that we're trying to waste his durability. But here's the beauty of our plan. What choice does the mace have? If the mace doesn't get rid of me quickly, I can take him out with PvP alone.
Stop this!
Sorry about that. Now, if the mace uses his item to teleport back to parkour civilization, well, no point in hiding there because 1, he can't get the eternal weapons in parkour civilization, and 2, turns out the chorus fruit jump can send me there too. There's no place in either civilization the mace is safe from me. So, if you're a supervillain like the mace, your biggest enemy is someone who's not afraid to die over and over to save the world.
Long time no see. You look like you're doing well.
Okay, it's clear that getting hit in the head with the mace so many times is starting to take a toll. Well, I can't be doing that well. I'm talking to the ghost of you.
You know you would still talk to yourself even in perfect health, right?
Huh, fair point, I guess. Alright, I guess I'll go with it. Got nothing better to do other than die, so.
It's good to see you doing what you do best. Saving lives is what you were meant to do.
Yeah, well, I couldn't save yours, so am I really that good at saving lives?
You're wrong about that, you know. You were the one who gave me purpose. I never had a life worth saving to begin with. But you giving me that opportunity is something I could never repay you for.
Hey, well, I appreciate the kind words, but you're not even the real Teddy. You're just in my imagination.
Maybe I'm not, but it's the truth. Now keep dying until one day you won't have to anymore.
It was almost as if this imaginary Teddy knew that I was on my last death. Because for once, as I stood across the mace, he stopped moving. He had no words left to speak, and all I could see was the look of defeat. It was over. The mace had one attack left of durability. We must have been standing there for a while because shortly after, Evbo appeared by my side. Hey, are you okay? Is it over? Yeah, I think the mace is out of durability. Once we destroy the mace, both of our universes will go back to normal. Are you ready for that? Well, on one hand, saving the world with an alternate version of myself is probably the coolest thing of all time. But on the other, I need my family back, so yeah, I guess I'm ready. Alright, well, it's yours to do the honors. The parkour god set up a chest jump, and as if our victory wasn't already confirmed, the mace knew he was defeated and willingly got hit by the attack. The next thing I knew, the most powerful weapon in both of our universes was in the chest right in front of me. No way. Wait, can I use this thing? It's got one hit left, so I can't think of a better send-off. I'll give you a boost too to get some height. Okay, well, this is gonna be the coolest attack of all time. Whoa, 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 if you're going for style, can you do me a quick favor? Trust me, I know what to do. Alright, don't let me down. It's all yours. Let's do this. Well, this has been quite the adventure. Got sent to an entirely different universe, met the alternate version of myself who turned out to be a god, and saved both universes from a crazy powerful villain. And to top it all off, we ended things with a 360. Man, it's crazy how different one universe is from another. I wonder if I should make it my life's goal to seek out all the other Evbos in every single universe. Alright, that's probably an ambitious goal, so I'm not going to do that now. But at least I can say I had the benefit of probably meeting the coolest Evbo out there. After the mace broke, everyone from PvP Civilization that got wiped out by the mace or was trapped in Parkour Civilization all reappeared here back in PvP Civilization. So I was back with my entire family. Meanwhile, the Parkour Civilization crew, well, they got sent back to their respective universe. So that was probably the last time I would ever see the parkour god again. But honestly, I couldn't have been more happy with our time together. Before we left though, I actually had 1 second to talk with him. It was just after the mace broke. Hey, before you go, I want to ask you something. When I was dying a lot, I saw my friend Teddy, who's not with us anymore. Was that real? Look, I know from experience that with parkour, a lot of things are possible. I hope that answers your question. I don't think it does. Take care, Evbo. Thanks for teaching me about PvP. Well, that is gonna wrap up this adventure of parkour and PvP Civilization. This has been a fun one. Not quite as long as Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 of PvP Civilization, but, you know, we had some things to deal with. We didn't really have access to video journals as much, so... But anyways, this is the end of the journal. And I would say this is the final one, but you know what they say. As long as you can parkour, there's always a way. Alright, signing off.